side, even though I'm targeting the boss. A lot of cover all over the place. This? Come on. Oh, fuck! I did that wrong. You guys need to stop doing that. Fuck! Of course one of you died! Why wouldn't you? Also, Ember's actually kicking ass. Unlucky there. Focus on dodging. Oh my god. You need to stop doing that. Oh, that kind of worked. Oh! Okay! First Agony E2. Ember! Actually using Ember's skill is actually good. What the fuck? People tell me she's bad. No one actually tells me bad. Everyone says online. But I don't know if that's the first Agony E2 clear. But that's mine. That's mine first. Don't know about the internet. That's mine. Okay. I feel like I got better at the boss there because it's like I was getting better with dealing with the certain attacks. Yeah. Okay, let's show off the characters. Because technically, Catcher is the only one that is E4. Not because I, per se, like him a lot. Just because, honestly. I could have done any of the others, but I chose Catcher. Honestly, probably I'm the favorite of the four. So technically, yes. But, anyway. E2. I think you can probably just see over here of the ability matrix. I think if you get to E3, it shows 3 dots instead of 2. So, Tang Tang, E2, no gold equipment. Same thing. Gold equipment, E2. Like I said before, earlier, I have a maxed out essence for the weapons for, I think, all of them except Tang Tang. Tang Tang's the only one that doesn't really have a perfect essence for her weapon. She has something close, but that's, you know, I can't work on the essences on that. Of course, our boy Hog, E2, and then Ember, E2. Ember is honestly in a worse position, I think, because I don't really have her weapon. I'm using a bitch-ass weapon that, after it consumes fertile stacks, gain physical damage dealt for stacks shenanigans. I don't know if that really contributed much, but her doing a lot of stun there, I think, kind of helped out a lot, and we were kind of consistently stunning and getting away from that that orb attack that summons in enemies as well. But yeah, E2, almost maxed weapons, no gold gear. I'm gonna continue trying to do attempts, but that's the thing. The reason why I haven't really done this fully, quote unquote, yet there's multiple factors, of course, they have to take into consideration. Because some of them I don't think it is not possible. But it's mostly just the thing I don't have the time to. I don't have the time to try. I'm looking at Arknights, I'm looking at whatever happens in life, and all sorts of other stuff. The whole life thing is not just life, but, you know, work and like that. And it's not considered hobbies. I'm just too busy to take hours of attempts to do it. That applies to Arknights with the main niche of Forces of 5 stars only. I could. It just takes a long time. Some clears take hours upon hours of attempts. And of course, I'm going in blind when doing this. When in Arknights, of course, not in Endfield, because Endfield is still strategies, so it's not really blind per se. But you get the point for Arknights. But in a strategy game, going in blind, not seeing what other people do for the most part. Unless it's like people doing specific maps that YouTube's like, hey, shoves in my face 50 times. Watch this. Like, sure, okay. Eventually I do, depending upon the video, and obviously I don't watch the entire event of what people do. But there are times where I do tend to see what people are doing, and then I get ideas, and then it's like, okay, I do my own type of thing with some similar strats that allow me to eventually do it. Anyway, Arknights aside, yeah. I don't think I really need to show any more characters at this point. I will plan on trying to do more of that. The fact that I was eventually able to do that with Ember, I do believe... What the fuck are you doing, mate? I do believe, to an extent, Ember did help there. I'm kind of surprised that she was actually kind of helping out with low runs. Shield wasn't much of a thing. They probably could buffer on that regard. But the healing after taking damage, if it's like a little damage, is actually a big investment in return. There's some instances where that was kind of being more of a benefit. But I feel like the biggest thing is actually the stun. Like, her stun is actually, like, the stun gauge that she gives is kind of insane. And also, she also gives vulnerability, it seemed like.
Constant vigilance in every place and situation.
The only reason that I'm using Tang Tang at this point of like mostly should be a full physical team is because, guess what? Being away from the enemy means less likely to get hit. Wow. That's a great strategy. I know. I could probably use a character that might work better in that regard with a physical team. You just honestly need. If it's hard, if you keep dying, it's better to just use a character that can easily dodge. I know, crazy revolutionary strategy, but yeah, even if it's not in the correct team, as simple as that. Technically, I was using Rossi, which is usually the Rossi team, but I changed out Rossi with Snowshine. Snowshine was not enough in Ember. I eventually did it. So take that as you will. And there's been a lot of scenarios where I died while I dodged at the right time, but because I was using a skill on a character and there was that delay, the character's dodge and dodge frames were fast enough that I then got hit after. After pretty much I got hit from the attack. Because the boss was slowed down enough that it then was able to attack after I was done dodging, and there's like this very slight delay. Okay, stop that game here. But you get the point, like after a certain amount of dodges, there is a slight delay, and sometimes if you don't spam enough, there's going to be delay as well. So if you're assuming that you get the dodge correct, but there was enough of a delay of the skill hitting the enemy, there are just those opportune times where you'd still get hit, even though you should have been able to dodge. There's a decent amount of times where that happens, that it's like, that I feel like some people will probably experience in CC, or maybe I will experience it a lot. Well, anyway, this is going to be end for at least today's Umbral Monument video. Of course, that clear is specifically going to be just that Agony clear. I will try, of course, to see if I can manage to do more. I mean, I've kind of been doing it throughout the whole entire Umbral Monument series, essentially. So, we'll see. Yeah, I'm gonna end it off here. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to like, subscribe, follow. As usual below is the description, please, so check it out. Aside from that, good on your summons, good on your charity, be safe and be healthy, and die. See you all in the next video. Until then, peace.